What do you reckon? Could this be paradise?
Could be close.
Made it over to our little private beach, and it's covered in coconut trees. The water is so warm, it's just glass smooth. Beautiful. Finally, this is one of those moments that you realize why you do it. And so far, it's just been constant working on the boat, and I know that's going to be the case most of the time. But it's just nice to start getting the boat out places and exploring and seeing this sort of thing. If you know what these things are, leave a comment. Actually my birthday, so happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
And we're just getting ready to head off. It's a gorgeous morning. Dad's up and raring to go. And we're heading into Suva today. It's going to be about a 7.5, 8 hour trip, and expecting to have to motor the whole way because the trade winds are always in the opposite direction, but that's okay. And we'll lift the anchor and we'll get underway. But we've set off. It's about 8:15 in the morning. We left at 7 and we're just motoring between reefs leaving Suva at the moment. But one of the alarms has just gone off telling us oil and water on this motor. So let's see what's going on. A lot of oil on the ground. Can't say I'm happy about that. Well, apart from the oil in the bilge, which there's been quite a lot there since we got it, I just haven't really had the chance to put it anywhere really. So I'm not too worried about the oil, even though the oil alarm did come on. The oil level in the motor's perfectly fine, I've checked that. And it's full of coolant, I know that for a fact. I topped it up this morning and it's still full. So all I can assume is that the impeller has lost a couple blades, perhaps. The motor's spitting water out the side, so I know that salt water's coming in and going through the exchange, but I'm thinking that the impeller for the water pump on the motor is gone, so it's not circulating coolant. And not going to cool the motor, I guess. That's my theory anyway. So I'll let it cool down and then I'll try and change the impeller. And I know we've got quite a few spares on the boat, which is good. So yeah, let's run off one engine for a while and let this guy cool down. Dad's got it all under control. We're currently running behind a reef, and so we'll keep going straight out here, and then we'll head between the little islands up there and then get out into the open water. And the wind's saying that we should be able to get a sail up, so if that's the case we might motor sail, or hopefully we'll just sail, in which case we don't need the motors. We'll see how we go. We're just making our way out now, and there's one reef that's right out the back here, and that seems to be making the swell rather confused at the moment, so we're kind of all over the shop. I don't know if you can see any of that, but hopefully another, I would say, hour, and we'll be past the tip of that reef and make our next turn, which is the last turn hopefully for a few hours. And so that should set us on the right angle to put some sails up, as we see Suva off in the background. And hopefully we'll get some good sailing in. We've got the sails up. Definitely wasn't the traditional way to do it, but we got it done. And currently, a bit rough, but we're currently going around 7.5, I would say, on average, and we get up to about 8.5. But that's pretty good, should get us back on track. We're about 4 hours into our first real sail. Sails are still up. We're averaging 8.5, 9 knots. And loving it. It's Friday morning. We arrived here in Savu Savu on Thursday morning, and we're absolutely wrecked. That was a hard trip, but we made it. And this spot is awesome. And the best part about it all is today we're going to the chocolate factory. So that should be fun. And also had one of the engines overheating on the way here, and so I've gotten in and pulled the cooling system apart, trying to work out why that's overheating. And so far I can't work out what the problem is, but everything I touch is old and brittle and will then need to be replaced. So it's not ending well, but chocolate.